Monetizing the personal brand is a challenge. You can no longer just sustain your entire personal brand on a single revenue stream, so you have to come up with alternatives. Merchandise has always been a popular one, but slapping a logo on a t-shirt, hoodie, or a cap is no longer an option. You have to step your game up. In this video, I'm gonna set a North Star for you about the brand that does it very well and set the high standard that we all have to follow no matter how big or small our channels are. So I hope you find this inspirational. Let's do this! Linus Tech Tips, the channel that I described in this video over here, just broke the ground on their dedicated facility that covers only their merchandising efforts. Yes, instead of working with a dedicated third-party brand, Linus decided to set up the facility, hire a team, and now they work through the design, procurement of the manufacturing, testing, exploring all possible different options for each product before it ever hits the shelf of the LTTstore.com. Sometimes, if you want the best quality possible, you kind of have to do it yourself.
Basically, every prototype LTT sock that we've ever brought in. The problem is that while many of these are pretty good and some are really good, none of them are as good as my daily drivers from Darn Tough. So until we can match this level of quality, we just aren't going to do it.
From the design, through manufacturing, to the testing and the release, they control it all. To some it may seem overkill, and I get it. If you're a small brand, if you're a small creator, it does make sense for you to have all those aspects of production, to have a dedicated team before you even hire an editor. You have to take it in a sequence. All I'm saying is that you can start small. You can make sure you have a single product that is delivered and designed and tested to the highest possible quality that you find satisfactory to represent your personal brand, and then move on from there. Don't linger in a smaller space while you're still sitting at the single product level, because as you hopefully grow, as your personal brand becomes more popular, you will have to compete with the likes of Linus Tech Tips. Because while others keep reproducing the same product in different colorways and maybe slap a different logo, Linus has been expanding the product categories that they represent. They've been expanding the kind of things that they sell, and they control every single aspect of their destiny.
As for the color viewing room, I wasn't kidding about the cost. $10,000 for these plastic chips, $2,500 for that. Oh, and it gets even better. This group of booklets, so these are cotton chips. How much were these three?
$2,700 for all.
Ow! The paper ones, the best part of these ones is you're supposed to replace them, I think every 18 months, and they're like a few $100 every single time. Why do we have so many of these? Oh, they're all different. Fashion Home Plus, Formula Guide, Solid Coated. I mean, for real though, it matters.
Something as simple as socks receive the same amount of love and quality assurance as the highest priced products on the LTTstore.com. This is what justifies that maniacal attention to every single detail, because the first time anyone interacts with your brand, whether it's in the product or a service space, they will remember, and this will stay with them for a long time. That first impression matters, and even though you might be dealing and selling to the existing LTT fans, every single item that leaves their store should represent the quality that Linus and the rest of the team will be proud of. And you should be no different.
The reality is, when you want to not just match, but beat respected, experienced tool manufacturers like these guys, it's just a non-trivial task. We've got the back force. Oh, so good. It's so light. We've got the sound. Great. But getting that tactile click on the selector, that's taken some doing.
Now I know it may seem overwhelming trying to compete or trying to work towards that stage where you can afford multiple people and dedicated building and multiple different products that you release. Here's my advice. Don't go crazy. Like, for real, don't go crazy. Don't try to release 10 different products. Focus on a single product that you think will really represent your brand and will be something that the audience crave for. Even the simplest t-shirt can well represent your brand and can be produced with someone who will make sure they input as much quality assurance and love into the product that they create as you would if you would decide to create it on your own. You can support the local business and combine your efforts with them to produce some of those goods. If you don't have a local business that produces the kind of goods you would want to sell to represent your personal brand, go to Etsy, go to Instagram, search for the other brands all over the world who you think have the quality and will have an ability to deliver something that will be on par with the bar that you set for yourself when it comes to representing your brand in those physical goods.
Ooh, And this is a new desk pad. What's the inspiration for this one?
All of these graphs represent some sort of statistic based on our channel. The QR code that we have included will take you to our latest uploaded LTT video.
We should definitely have it go to Never Give You Up.
Reach out to those brands, discuss potential partnership, discuss the kind of design inputs they might have into your ideas, or maybe leverage something that they already have and put your own spin on it. There's so many ways by which you can deliver something interesting and exciting and something your audience will truly resonate with. If you need an example of the kind of brand that partners with other creators, Kids of Immigrants, one of my favorite brands. You've seen me wear some of their t-shirts on this channel. They are great when it comes to the quality, the values that they represent as the business owners, and the kind of community contributions that they make. Partnering with someone like this, going to LA, leveraging their ability to create unique products and taking your brand with them to the next level is just one of many, many, many examples of other brands that you can find online. So go explore. Focus on a single product, make sure it represents your brand, make sure your audience really enjoys and it resonates with the kind of content you produce and the kind of values you represent. And from that on out, build up to the point when you have that building, that team, and you can show Linus and his team the true competition.
Can you give me an old prototype that doesn't work very well?
Just about anything.
Did you know how much Linus invests into his merchandise? What fact from my video or Linus's video inspired you the most? And what other aspects of the creator economy would you like me to cover next? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. I find it inspiring when I see the creator-led brand getting to the point where they can afford to really care about those nuances at this scale. And I hope you find it inspirational as well when it comes to working on your business or your creator brand. And if you're curious to learn about other inspirational stories, other creators, other brands, and other projects that are out there in the creator space, there are plenty of the stories on my channel because I'm here every Saturday, and I will see you next Saturday. Peace.